You all okay? I thought I would send you another video. It's an hour-long class. It's maybe a little bit different to things we did in the last video, but I wanted to keep you guys motivated and work on some things that maybe you haven't tried for a while since we were in class. As always, I'm really missing you, really missing teaching. But I have been able to find a lot of time to do my own practice, which is something I didn't have time for before lockdown. Um, I hope that nobody's gone mad yet, and I hope that you will enjoy this video. So let's crack on. So, as always, let's find a comfortable seat, crossing the legs. If you've got a block handy, feel free to sit on that. It will just raise your seat, makes you be able to lift the spine, lengthen the spine a little bit more. If you haven't got a block, you can sit on a big book or a cushion, and just finding time to settle in. Maybe closing the eyes and just bringing the breath to be your only awareness, the only thing you're thinking about. And just taking a couple of really deep inhales and exhales, really filling the lungs, filling the chest, the belly with air, and letting everything sigh out. Just in your own time, try not to hold the breath, just your own natural rhythm. Couple more breaths. And flutter open the eyes, becoming aware of the space. Just want you to take your right hand, reach it up to the opposite side of your head, and gently just pull the neck, the head over. I don't want you to use any force, just the weight of your hand gently pulls the neck, feeling a nice stretch. You can lengthen away your left hand, intensifies the stretch. You can even flex the wrist. Just enjoying that stretch. And slowly coming back to center, release the arm. So with the left hand now reaching up, other side of the head, gently pulling your head over, stretching the neck, just the weight, no force. Reaching the right hand away. Maybe flexing that wrist for a little bit of a more intense feeling in the neck and the arm. And release, releasing the arms. And now we're going to bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, stretch them out in front and up over the head. We're going to just do some seated cat-cows to warm up the spine. So I want you to exhale everything and curve the spine. Just rounding in the back, allowing the belly to sink in. And inhale, come back up, stretch the arms up, slight curve, looking up towards the hands, back bend if you can. And exhale, coming forwards again, sinking into the spine, curving the upper back, reaching the hands forwards, and up we come, sending the arms high, looking up towards the hands, slight back bend in the upper back, and one more, curving the spine forwards, sinking that back towards the back of the room, behind you, and coming back up, lengthen the spine right up, through and up, looking up towards the sky, and release, send the hands long. From here, let's find our tabletop position. So try to stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees, so that you're in a nice straight line with your spine. Don't forget the head, so you're not sticking the neck up or dropping the head, so you're in a complete line from head to tail. We're going to just do a couple more cat-cows here, warming the spine up more as we can. So sending the hips down with the neck, reaching down, and relax the belly, sinking it down, lifting the head and the chest. And back the other way, Sending the back up towards the sky, tucking the tummy, and folding the other way. Seat and head reaching tall, and coming back to center. From here, I want you to think about sending the right arm forwards and the left leg back. We're going to gradually start to lift them off the floor. Maybe you'll do one at a time, or if you can, really tuck the tummy, really engage the belly, and reach that front arm forwards. Really feel that engagement in the tummy. Your Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. That's the locks in your tummy, the energy locks. Reaching forwards and backwards. Keep breathing and relax. And the other leg and the other arm. So left arm forwards, right leg back this time. Keeping that spine straight. Try not to move anything else in the body, just that arm and leg. Reaching forwards and reaching back. Make sure the tummy is tight so you're engaging the core. Neck and spine still nice and long. And coming back down. Let's do one more on each side. So right arm forwards, left leg back. Sending energy forwards and backwards at the same time. Reaching with that hand, reaching with the toes. Tummy's tucked, try not to twist the pelvis so the pelvis is facing the floor or the mat. And release. And one more on the last side. So left arm forwards, right foot back. Reaching as far forwards and as far back as you can. Make sure the tummy's lifted. You're not sinking into that front shoulder. Nice energy through the shoulders. And relax. And from here, we're going to start to tuck the toes. You know what's coming. We're going to engage the belly, send the hips high, and stretch out the back legs. Reaching forwards with the arms, down through the earth with the heels. And you can pedal out here. Really using this first down dog, maybe in a while, or maybe the first of the day, to really just warm up the backs of the legs, the spine, the hips. Make sure the head's nice and loose, maybe have a little shake so there's no tension in the neck. And from here we're going to do a ripple all the way through our spine into a plank. So I want you to think about coming onto tiptoes and then start to tuck the pelvis so that the spine curves, the neck curves. So you're coming forwards onto your hands until you're in a straight line. And from here, bending the knees back, stick the bum out so it comes up and back into our downward dog. And just try a few of these in your own time. So using your breath to guide you, rolling forwards like a wave, sinking back down in the knees and sending the hips high, energy through the hands. A couple more, really easing up the spine, warming up the arms. One more here, ripple, and sending that ripple up and high into our downward dog. And from here, we're going to come to tippy toes and start to walk the feet towards the hands. You can keep the knees nice and soft. Just hanging forwards here. Let everything go. Maybe holding the elbows, cupping them in your hands, and having a little sway side to side. Just relaxing everything forwards. And release the arms. Start to roll up nice and slowly, tucking the pelvis. Each vertebra unfolds one by one. Sucking up the thighs so that everything's engaged. Head comes up, nice energy down through the fingertips into our Tadasana mountain pose. Okay, so if you're not there already, let's find the front of our mat. Feet either hip width apart, or maybe you prefer them to be together, whatever's more comfortable for you. We're going to find some energy through the fingertips, reaching up through the crown of the head. And take a big inhale, exhale, and inhale. Sweep the arms up, look towards the hands. Exhale, folding forwards, hinge from the hips, relaxing over. Inhale, come to flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to our high plank. From here, we can lower the knees and then lower the chest between the hands. Inhale, come to a small back bend, just a cobra here, reaching forward to the heart. Exhale to lower, tuck the toes, send the energy back and up into a downward dog. And just taking 5 breaths here. You can still pedal out the feet, maybe move the hips side to side. Energy through the hands, make sure all 4 fingers and thumbs are reaching into the floor. Energy through the heels. They don't need to be on the ground, just that sense of energy reaching down from the bottom of your heel. And on your next exhale, soften the knees, look forwards, and step or float towards the top of your mat. Keep the chin lifted, halfway lift, maybe lifting to your shin. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way around, looking towards the sky. And exhale, hands back to prayer. And inhale, sweep the arms up, look towards the thumbs. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, come to halfway lift, maybe hands to shins or leave them fingertips on floor. And exhale, plant the hands, stepping back to high plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest between the hands. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, lower, send the hips high, back to downward dog and 5 breaths here. You can always pedal out the feet here, or if you want to take a rest, feel free to come into child's pose at any point in the class. It's your class and I want you to get the most out of it, so don't push yourself if you're not ready. And on your next exhale, soften the knees, look forwards and step towards the front of the mat. Keep the chin lifted for halfway lift. And exhale to fold, softening the knees. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands back to prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look towards the sky. Exhale, folding forwards. Relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift, flat your back. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping to high plank. This time you can either lower the knees and then chest, or you can stay in one straight line in your chaturanga. Keeping elbows tight, legs together. Inhale, upward dog. Press through the hands. Exhale, send the hips high, leading with the core. And 5 breaths here. Using your down dog as a resting pose to gather your breath. Bring yourself back to neutral. Taking some big inhales, exhales if you need. Really thinking about sending the hips up to the ceiling. 1 more breath. And on your next exhale, soften the knees, look forwards and step towards the front. Keep the chin lifted. Exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, sweeping the hands all the way around and up. Exhale, hands back to prayer. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms forwards, the hips back into chair pose. Reaching, keep the ribs in, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine from the base. Exhale, plant the hands and stepping back to high plank. Lower knees, chest, or one straight line. Inhale, pull the heart all the way through and forwards. Exhale, lifting from the tummy, hips high into downward dog. Inhale, step through with the right foot. Pivot that back foot and start to reach up with the hands into warrior 1. Virabhadrasana. Exhale, folding forwards. Frame the foot. Stepping back to high plank. Lower knees, chest, or in one straight line. Heart through to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, step through to the left foot this time. Pivot the back foot. Raising up, hips forwards. Energy up to the sky. And exhale, fold forwards. Stepping back to high plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, and 5 breaths here. Really making that shape of the L in your hands so that you've got nice energy through all parts of your hand. So you're not rolling over, you're really pressing through your whole hand. Same with your feet. Think about all 4 corners of your feet reaching down towards the floor. 1 more breath here. Exhale, fold the knees, look forwards and step towards the front. Chin lifted, exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, sitting back on that chair. Exhale to reach up and exhaling back down to chest. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands back to high plank. Lower knees, chest, or one straight line. Chaturanga, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, step through with the right foot. Pivot that back foot, reaching up the arms. Make sure your hips are facing forwards, nice and square. Exhale to fold. Stepping back, lowering again. Chaturanga. Inhale, sweep the heart through. Exhale, hips to the sky. Inhale, step through the left foot, pivot the right. Reaching up, hips forwards again. Exhale to frame and fold. Stepping back to high plank, lowering knees, chest to one straight line. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. 5 breaths here. Really using this pose to gather your thoughts, your energy, your mind. Looking back towards the knees, the navel. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Soften the knees. Exhale, look forwards and ride that chin forwards. Exhale to fold. Inhale back to chair. Really squeezing the legs together. And exhale, hands to chest. One more round. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, chair pose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step to high plank, lowering down knees, chest, or challenge yourself, chaturanga, one straight line. Pull the heart all the way through. Inhale, exhale, hips to the sky. Inhale, step through the right foot, pivot the left, reach up, gathering the energy, sending it high, and exhale to fold back down, melting down to high plank. Lower knees, chest, one straight line, elbows tucked in, keeping them at the side of the body, pressing down. Exhale up to upward dog. And inhale, step through. Left foot this time, pivot the right. Inhale, nearly there, arms towards the sky, back foot reaching down. Exhale to fold forwards, stepping back to high plank, lower knees, chest, or one straight line, pull the heart through, upward facing dog. Leading with the tummy up to downward dog. And 5 well-deserved breaths here. Really using this to come back to a steady breathing. Taking a few deep inhales and exhales. And on your next exhale, soften the knees. Look forward and step towards the hands. Keep the chin nice and lifted into that nice flat back. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, sitting back on that chair one more time. Squeezing the legs together, tucking the ribs in. Hold it for another breath. Really engaging every muscle in the body. One more, and inhale, rising up. And hands back to breath. Great, feeling warmer? Okay, so take a quick drink of water, have a little shake, and we'll come back to the top of our mat. So, when you're ready, feet together again, energy reaching up through the crown of the head, tucking in the tummy. I mentioned earlier the Uddiyana Bandha, which is your tummy, creates a lock. So when you engage your tummy, it's like an energy lock in the center of your tummy. Really engaging the core, keeps you nice and stable and strong. And we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, maybe bring the hands to your shins. Exhale to fold, plant the hands and step back to high plank. Let's lower down to knees and chest, or one straight line if you're feeling strong. Inhale, pull your heart all the way up to the upwards dog. And exhale, tuck the tummy, sending the hips high. From here, let's lift the right leg into a 3-legged dog. Try to keep the toes facing down so we're not opening the hip. From here, inhale, bring that knee towards that right elbow, coming onto tippy toes of the left foot. And sending it high and back up to downward dog, 3-legged dog. Inhale again, coming into a twist this time. Right knee towards the left elbow. And exhale, send the hips high. One more time, bringing knee to nose this time, really scooping the belly and hip back into downward dog. And last one through, you can step through this time, pivot that back foot, we're going to open all the way out into warrior two, allowing the body to sink, keep the hips in the center so you're not leaning, ribs over hips, shoulders over ribs, arms on top, and looking over that front arm. Make sure that right knee is guiding itself out and over the toes, you're not rolling in. And just taking a few breaths here to really sink into the position, feel the strength. And when you're ready, we're going to lean forward and up, coming into peaceful warrior, sending the ribs over and back, feeling a nice stretch down the right hand side of the body, that left arm reaching down towards the back leg. Couple of breaths here, really opening the chest to the sky. And exhale, we're going to fold, windmill the arms, bringing left hand down to the floor and coming into an easy twist. So you can drop the back knee or you can keep it lifted and the right arm is coming up towards the sky. Opening the chest to the back, really feel that twist. Couple of breaths here, rooting down through that hand and lowering the back knee if it's lifted. From here we're going to start to reach towards that back foot. I like to roll out my front foot so it opens my front hip, so you come onto the outside blade of that foot. Pressing down into that left arm, you're going to slowly fold in that left foot, trying to find it with your hand. You might be nowhere near. You might have a strap or a scarf handy that you can tuck around your toe. And just try to find your toe, if you can, and just opening the hips. It's a great hip opener. Breathing into this pose, you might want to reach up with the chest. Finding some length, you'll feel a nice stretch in the right glute and a stretch in the left quad. And when you're ready, letting that foot go, tucking in that front foot. Placing the hand down, coming back up to high lunge and stepping back into downward dog. And from here, coming through forwards, vinyasa down. Inhale, exhale back to downward dog. Lowering the knees, looking forwards and step towards the hands, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, look towards the sky. And hands back to prayer. And inhale, arms towards the sky. Exhale, folding forwards, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds, plant the hands and step back to high plank. Lower knees, chest or one straight line. Pull the heart through, inhale at the top. Exhale, tip the hips up towards the sky. So finding your placement with your hands, make sure you're nice and strong here. And we're going to lift the left leg. Toes stay facing down so we're not opening the hip. And from here, inhale, bringing that knee to the outside edge of your left elbow. Tippy toes of the right foot. And exhale, send it back. This time come through into a slight twist. Left knee to right elbow. And sending it back. And one more time, doming the shoulders, coming through knee to nose. And sending it back. And one more time, stepping through and opening out into our warrior two on the left. The left foot is forward, arms are placing on top, reaching forward to that left arm, sinking into the pose. Make sure you're still breathing. Make sure your chest is opening towards the back of your room. Sorry, I've got my back to you. And from here, we're going to release over into our peaceful warrior, reaching that right arm down the back leg. Nice stretch in the left hand side of the ribs. Looking under the armpit, opening the chest. Meant to be peaceful warrior. So trying to find a little bit of peace in this pose. And when you're ready, exhale, we're going to come back over, windmill the arms, Right hand goes down and the left arm reaches up, and you can drop the back knee if you want, or you can keep lifted, opening the chest to the front, reaching forward with the crown of the head, energy through the back heel. One more breath, really open the chest and lower that back knee. We're going to come around to find the foot again. So again, you might want to rock out onto that blade of the outside foot in front, so it gives you a bit more space in the hips to open, to try and find that leg. And then really sink into that front hip. Opening the chest, you might want to reach up. Feeling that stretch in the right quad, stretch in the left glute. And release. Coming back to our low lunge, sending the hips up and back to downward dog. Coming forward to plank, lowering knees, chest. Inhale, sweep the heart through. Exhale, hips to the sky. And lowering the knees, look forward, step towards the mat. Halfway lift. And exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweeping up. Look towards the sky, see if you can touch the ceiling. And exhale, hands back to breath. Hey, have a little shake of the legs. Readjust your clothing or whatever you need to do. And we'll go again. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look towards the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, looking forwards and step back to high plank. Lower knees, chest, or one straight line. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, we come back to downward dog. From here, we're going to step through with the right foot to high lunge. So you might want to bring the back foot in slightly. We're going to raise up. Keep that back knee can be bent to keep the hips in the middle of the body. Tucking in the tummy, tucking in the ribs. Arms on top, reaching up, shoulders down, looking forwards. And we're just going to do a couple of pulses here. Really feeling that burn in the back thigh, maybe in the front thigh too. Couple more. And find some stillness. We're going to open the hands, so we come to an open twist. So it comes to the side, reaching away from that front leg. Shoulders down, reaching down. And then we're going to come back through the middle to a closed twist on the other side. Trying to keep the shoulders in the same line as when we were open. And from here, come back to center, drop down, find the hands, lower the back knee. We're going to untap the toes and just come back, stretching that front leg into a small hamstring stretch. The main thing here is keeping the spine straight, so I don't want you to round the spine. I want you to think about lengthening from the base of the spine. You keep that front knee bent if you want. Neck is on the spine, so it's not sticking up or tucking in. Really lengthening the spine from tail to head, reaching through that front foot. And coming through, we'll come back to plank, lower knees, chest, inhale, and exhale. From here, we're going to step through the left foot this time, coming to high lunge on the left. So you might want to bend that back knee slightly, raising up, hips in the middle, stacked, so your ribs is all in one straight line, shoulders on top, reaching up. And just coming to a few pulses here. Really using the legs to do this movement as slow as you can to really feel that energy and strength. Couple more. And finding stillness. We're going to come into an open twist this time. So opening the hands to the side, twisting round towards the back leg. Open through the side of the body. Keeping the shoulders down. And then we're going to come through the middle into a closed twist. So you're closing off that gap, looking forward, or maybe towards that back hand. Really keep the shoulders down and coming down. Frame the foot, step back. Oh, sorry. Lower the back knee. We're going to stretch the hamstring on the other side. So again, lengthening the spine, I want to see a nice straight spine. And we come lowering down here, reaching through that front foot and reaching back through the tail, just finding some length in the spine. Relaxing the head. And when you're ready, crawling forward, step back with that leg to high plank, lower knees, chest, or one straight line. Pull the heart through and send the hips to the sky. Taking a couple of breaths here. You're working really hard, guys, so well done. And from here, we just step the feet towards the hands or the back of the wrists. So we're coming into a small yogi squat. So the feet are going to come to the outside edges of the mat, and you're going to lower the pelvis. You don't have to have the heels flat, they can stay on your tippy toes. Or if you've got the space, find some opening in the hips. Arms come to your chest, and you're using those elbows to lever your legs maybe a little bit more open. And we're just finding a bit of space here. Make sure your knees are guiding over your toes so you're not rolling the knees in. Pushing your knees open with your elbows really helps. And trying to reach for me, closing the eyes. And just finding a few deep breaths here. Enjoying this openness in the hips. And this moment of stillness. Another energy lock that I haven't talked about yet is the Jalandhara lock, which is the throat lock, which is quite useful here. If you think about trying to reach your chest towards your chin and your chin towards your chest, and you feel that slight double chin motion. And it's just another energy lock that you can feel and engage in the top part of your body, in the throat. So we've got the Mula Bandha at the bottom in the pelvis, we've got the Uddiyana Bandha in the core, and we've got the Jalandhara Bandha in the throat. And throughout your practice, you should be tuning into all three of these bandhas, really engaging all three energy locks. And you might come in and out of them, but it's good to tune back in, trying to really engage all three at the same time. You'll feel some real strength in the body. And coming out of this, we're going to have a little play now. Some of you might know this pose already, it might be new to others. There's a slight hand balance, so it's more of an inversion. And it's just going to be something for you to play with. You might want to keep playing separately to this practice to build up some strength in the wrists and the arm. But all the vinyasas I do where we're coming down and through, you might think, why are my arms aching? It's to be able to do things like this, so we build up some strength in the back, the muscles in the arms, and it's to help us do these more challenging poses on the arms. So I want you to think about just coming to a little squat, and we're going to place the hands in front of us, facing forwards. I want you to think about looking and keeping your focus towards the front of your mat, so you're not going down with the focus, because you'll probably go down on your head. If you want to grab a cushion, if you're unsure, keep it in front of you in case you do face plant. It does happen. Go ahead. If not, we can just have a little play with rocking forwards and backwards. Just using the knees to rest on the back of the arms, a little shelf, playing with a little bit of weight, keeping that focus forwards. And you can just do this. Maybe even lifting one foot and then the other. Maybe having a little hop. Just using a little bit of weight. Engaging the tummy will really help. Just getting used to taking a bit of weight on the wrists. If you have weak wrists here, I wouldn't advise maybe trying this, but you can just have a little rock, maybe trying to warm up the wrists, or you can rest in child's pose. It's completely up to you. Again, it's your practice, but I like to have a little play sometimes. So from here, if you are comfortable with that first part, you can maybe come up higher onto your tippy toes, tuck the knees in into the armpits. And we're going to come into the same pose. So leaning forwards, really making a shelf on those back hands and bringing one leg, the other leg, looking forwards, trying to straighten the arms, tucking the feet up towards the core. And just seeing how much you can balance. Obviously, I balanced for quite a long time there, which was unusual, but you can just play again with one foot, the other foot, hopping. It's really just about finding your balance, and when you find that point, you'll remember it, your body will remember it, and you'll be able to keep doing it and build the strength. And all those vinyasas, again, like I said, are really going to help you to build that strength. So obviously I've been talking for ages, so I hope you've all been playing. We'll do a couple more seconds here. Maybe try that one final. See if you can balance for 1 second. And okay, let's find a nice child's pose. So sinking the hips back, reaching the arms forwards. And just maybe rolling side to side, release the shoulders, release the lower back. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit more fun in a practice. Just opens you up to something a bit different, maybe you've not tried before, and gives you something to work on maybe in your own time. So from here, we'll find our way to squat and slowly roll all the way up, nice and slowly. And let's find the top of our mat. I'm going to face you guys though. We're going to just come into a balance pose. Again, something maybe I've not tried with all of you before, but again, it's good to have a go. So this pose is called eagle pose. So we're going to sink all the weight into our right foot. And just start to breathe. Bringing up that left foot. And this might be enough for you. You can hold the knee and just really work on that balance. Maybe doing some dips. And maybe taking the arms away from the knee, reaching them up. And that might be enough for you today. If you want to take this a little further, we're going to think about wrapping that left knee around the right so that the ankle starts to tuck behind. The hips start to fold and you're bending into that bottom leg. Nice straight spine. And then I want you to think about sending the right arm underneath the left. And we're going to wrap them around so they're kind of mimicking the legs. You might be able to find palms, or you might just have more of a fold. You might want to hold your shoulders. And we're sinking down all the time, reaching forwards and away with those arms, shoulders reaching down, feeling a nice stretch in the shoulder blades, sinking all the time. One more breath, and release the spine, shake the legs. Again, something that's a little bit different that you might want to play within your own time to really find that balance and see how it feels in your body. So we'll try that on the other leg, sinking the weight into the left foot. Start to release the right, floating it up. And again, maybe this is as far as you want to go today. Just finding the balance, engaging the tummy, reaching high with the head, maybe using the arms. Just finding some stability for yourself. If you want to have a go at eagle on the other side, we're going to wrap that front leg over and round, sinking back as we go, sending the hips out as if we're sitting down on the edge of that chair, again for chair pose. Bending that bottom leg. This time, the left arm is going to go under, right arm on top, wrapping around, and then sending those arms away from you. Pushing the arms forwards and away, while sinking down in the hips. Straight spine, energy in every part of the body, really sinking down as low as you can go. Keep going, and release the bind, shake out the legs. Great. Okay, so we're going to come into some more seated poses now. Finding the top of your mat, legs together. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look towards the sky. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your spine, nice long spine. Exhale to fold, stepping back to high plank. Lower knees, chest, or one straight line. Getting ready for that crow pose again. Inhale, Not again, just practicing. Exhale up to downward dog. And just a couple of breaths here. Pedaling out the legs after those eagles. Loosening up the joints. Using this to just really open up the body. And when you're ready, we're going to soften the legs, drop the knees, and swivel all the way around so that our legs are out in front of us. Again, here, if you want to sit on a block or maybe a cushion for something soft, just under your hips to really raise the seat so that you can find a bit more space in that lower back so you're not rounding. Feel free. If not, finding that length, reaching forwards with the toes, flexing the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding over. Keeping those legs reaching. You can keep a soft bend in the knee if you've got tight hamstrings. I've still got a tight hamstring after about 5 months, so that's fun. And anyway, let's try to use each breath to maybe find a little bit more length in the spine. So you're really stretching out to fold. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Again here, if you've got a scarf or a strap, you might want to use that to tuck around the toes. It can really help you find that length and find that fold. It's just another option. You can use anything in your house that mimics a belt, a scarf, a tea towel, anything. And release, rolling all the way up. Stretching up. We'll do that one more time, seeing if we can go a tiny bit further. Exhale, folding forwards. Maybe keeping those knees soft. Length through the spine from the base to the tip of the head. Energy through those toes, flexing the feet. And exhale, soften and roll all the way back up. From here, let's plant the feet. Plant the hands slightly behind you. We're going to come into reverse tabletop. So from here, ground through the feet and the hands. We're going to engage that Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Start to reach up with the pelvis, sending the hips high, chest high, maybe floating the head back, but don't crunch the back of the neck. Feel that energy in the hands reaching through the earth, feet reaching into the earth, knees both facing forwards, so they're not rolling in or out. Sending hips high. Imagine there's a fire underneath your bottoms and you're really trying to get away from it. One more breath, 1 inch higher if you can, and exhale, soften back down, nice and slowly. Okay, from here we're going to find our boat pose, so finding that tipping point on the hips. You're balancing on the bony part of your bum, and you're going to tip backwards so that you're balancing just on that part of the bone. Start to lift one leg, maybe the other. You could keep your hands behind the legs, or you can be brave and start to really test the tummy here and lengthen the arms away. Open your chest towards the sky. Make sure your spine is long so you're not rounding the back here. We're lengthening. One more breath. One more breath. And exhale, folding, coming through, getting those arms strong for our crow pose. Inhale, arms straight and upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And fold the knees, jump forwards through into a seated pose, or lower the knees and simply make your way to seated. So from here, we're going to just stretch out one leg. So maybe bring in your right knee nice and close, leave the left leg out long. Let that leg fall out to the side. And from here, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, slightly twist towards that front leg of folding over. Nice long spine again. Looking towards the toes. Maybe arms just come to the mat with the shin. Reaching towards the toes if you can. Lengthening the spine. Finding some space, finding some breath. So tucking in that left foot into the inner thigh, reaching forwards with the right foot. Again, if you've got a sore hamstring, this is my bad leg, so I'm going to keep this knee bent. We're going to reach up with the hands and exhale, fold forwards. Try it again to reach for those toes. If not, maybe just placing the hands down and creeping them forwards, trying to find some space. But the main thing here is a nice long spine so you're not curving over. Keeping that foot flexed, energy through the heel. Really trying to focus on the breath. And relax, rolling up. Bringing the knees together. We're going to come into boat number 2. So you might want to have your block nearby or your cushion or anything really that you can grab hold of. We're going to float back into our boat, raise the knees. Take a hold of your block if you can. And we're going to come side to side. A few twists. Really engaging those oblique muscles in the sides of the body. Really using the strength. A couple more breaths. Using the obliques to twist, not the shoulders. Couple more. And a couple more. And letting go, crossing over the legs, coming through to our high plank, lower knees, chest or one straight line. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. And when you're ready, jumping through to a seated position or lowering knees and finding that space in front of you. So this time we're going to come into a few twists. So again, leave the left foot nice and long, bringing in that right foot, keeping it bent up this time. So we're going to raise the left arm, right hand goes to the side of the hip. We're going to inhale to reach up. On your exhale, start to twist towards that knee. Maybe tucking elbow into knee and twisting around. Coming into a nice twist behind you, looking behind you. Keep the shoulders relaxed, lengthening up through the spine, up through the crown of the head. Reaching through that front foot, twisting a tiny bit further. And exhale, release the bind, just dropping to the other side, relaxing the spine so it uncurls. And back the other way, so right foot out in front, left foot bends. Left arm by your hip, right arm up, inhale at the top, exhale, coming into that twist, hooking that elbow to knee, and really start to push yourself around, levering the knee, using the elbow as a lever, I meant to say. And looking behind yourself. Energy through that front foot, spine long, and inhale, maybe find some more length, and exhale to twist. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, twisting that tiny bit more. One more inhale, exhale to twist, and release the bind. Quick counter twist to the other side, and coming back round. Last boat of the day. Finding those bones to balance, grabbing your block, or your cushion, or your book, or your dog, or your baby. And we're going to this time bring the block up above our head. We're going to tuck the toes and come under. Tuck the toes and come up. Tuck the toes and don't drop your block. Tuck your toes under, tuck and up. All the time, trying to keep the spine nice and long. The only thing that's moving should be your toes to tuck and your arms to bring the block round. Couple more. Feeling that burn maybe in your tummy, your hip flexors. One more. Reaching up, couple more breaths. Maybe your legs are shaking. And release. Folding over, coming through to our last vinyasa. Lower the knees, chest, or one straight line. Upward dog. And downward dog. Folding here. Really starting to slow down the breath. Now from here, bending the knees, lowering down, and finding our way to the front of our mat. We're going to lower the body down, nice and slowly. Okay, so we're going to come into a bridge pose. If you've got a block or you don't feel up to really lengthening here, you can just tuck the block under, and that is a really nice way of releasing the lower back. or you can even go a little bit higher, lazy bridge, or you can tuck the bridge, put the block the other way. If you want to come into the full unsupported pose, put the hands by the side of your body, root through the feet. We're going to inhale, start to tuck the pelvis, energy through the thighs, reaching up, peeling off your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Send the hips high, ribs high, coming up to that upper back. Keep the nice openness in the chest, the neck. And exhale back the other way, lowering down. And just window work of the legs, just releasing that lower back. And from here, we're going to do that one more time. Again, feel free to do the supported version with your block or your brick or your book. For anyone else, let's do the same again. So plant the feet and start to roll up from the base of the spine up. Spine by spine, bone. Maybe interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders together and crawl them underneath. Find a little bit more lift in the ribs, through the hips. Couple more breaths here. Really engaging the inner thighs, like you could squeeze something in between them. And let's relax. Untuck the arms if they're tucked and roll down nice and slowly. And releasing that lower back again. Bringing the knees into hug and just gently rocking side to side. So from here, we're going to come into a shoulder stand. I think we've done this quite a few times in my classes, so hopefully you all remember what I'm talking about. If it's new to you, you can just lie on your back, feet in the air. If you want to just release the blood flow in the legs, relaxing the body. This pose is really about sending energy back down towards our center rather than firing anything up again. So this is perfectly good. You can even put a block underneath to raise the hips even higher, or you can put the feet and the legs up against a wall. If you want to take that a little bit further, then we can come into our shoulder stand. So maybe scoot forwards a little bit so you've got space behind you. We're going to rock back onto our back, start to lift the pelvis. The hands are going to come up to you, pressing up through your elbows to release up. And we're going to hold the back of our spine, supporting ourselves. Don't move your head here. Trying to keep a really straight line through the whole body. Reaching up with the toes. It's really hard to talk in this position. You might want to bend the knees in so that you can wiggle the arms in closer and lengthen, pushing back up. This is all about the finishing off of the practice, letting everything drain back down. You can practice some different poses. You can even practice those eagle legs here, or you can stay still. Let everything fall. And to release, soften down the knees and roll down, using those arms as brakes. Coming down nice and slowly to relax. And let's hug the knees into the chest, releasing that lower spine. And one more pose before we come into our Shavasana. We're going to stretch the legs out, lying down again, hands onto the bum. It's that fish pose, and it's going to open the chest. So you just have your hands under your bum, toes reaching forward. You're going to push up through your elbows, sending your chest high. Head stays backwards. And you're lengthening through your chest, your throat, really opening through the heart, sending your feet away. It's a great opener after a shoulder stand. Just helps the body flow the other way. And lifting the head and lowering it back down. Untap the arms. And we're going to come into our Shavasana. So feel free to find anything warmer, anything more comfortable. when you're ready, we're going to find our finishing pose, our Shavasana corpse pose. So really just letting the body fall. Arms can be maybe on your belly. You can have one hand heart chest, one hand lower down. And if you've got a sore back, you can even bring feet out to the edge of your mat and let your knees fall in so that they're relaxed. Or you can have hands by the side, wherever's comfortable. This is your relaxation. So just taking a few breaths to calm the body. Trying to forget about everything else we've got to do today or this week, what's going on, and just really taking these last few minutes for yourself to find all the benefits in our practice, sweeping over our bodies, our minds, our thoughts. We don't know what's happening day to day at the minute. I think it's so important to find an hour for ourselves as much as possible to really just take time out. So I want you to think about sending your next breath to your toes, your ankles, letting the lower leg relax, your shin bone, your calf completely relaxed. And your knee, the back of your knee, your kneecap, softening and relaxing. And your thigh, your hamstring, your pelvis, softening and relaxing. And your tummy, relaxing, softening into the earth. Feel it filling with air. And then completely emptying. And your chest, your rib cage expanding with each breath and softening back with every exhale, folding down into the back of the mat. The hands, the wrists, the fingertips relaxing, softening. The lower arm, the elbow, the biceps, the triceps completely relaxing. Your shoulders, your collarbone, softening, your throat relaxing, and your head, your jaw, your eyes, your eyebrow completely softens and relaxes. Your whole body is relaxed and softening. And on your next inhale, start to wiggle the toes, coming back into the room, into your body. Find some movement in the fingertips, maybe rocking head side to side, waking up the neck. And from here, your choice, either hugging the knees into chest or a big full body stretch, waking yourself back up. And when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, rolling onto your favorite side and making your way up to find your seat. Try to keep the eyes closed if you can. Comfortable seat, hands wherever's comfortable for you. And just feeling how long your spine feels, the length through the crown of the head. Maybe your body feels a little bit more open and more relaxed after that practice. Or maybe just your mind feels more open and relaxed. And I want you to take this through, these thoughts, for the rest of the day, or at least the next hour. Inhale, arms to the side, wrap them around yourself. Give yourself a huge hug. Thanking your body for practicing and thanking yourselves for practicing with me. Hands to heart. Bow on the head. Namaste. Thank you, guys. I think there's someone cutting the grass outside, so I really hope that didn't spoil the last bit of practice when we were trying to relax. But hey, what can you do? We're at home, can't control everything right now. So the best thing to do is to just try and relax, find some space, let your energy drop, and just find your own body, your own thoughts, and do the best we can, because that's all we can do right now. I really look forward to seeing you all soon, hopefully. Please stay in touch. I miss you all. I really do hope you're all safe and well, and all your family and friends are safe and well. Love you all. Bye.